What if I told you that 3 simple words changed a dying bird's life in just 10 days? I know it sounds impossible, but stick with me because what you're about to hear will completely change how you see your own struggles. And hey, if this story touches your heart like it did mine, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you'll understand why in just a few minutes. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine a tiny bird in the middle of a scorching desert. She's barely alive. Her feathers have fallen out from sickness. She can't fly anymore. Every single day is just about surviving another 24 hours. No food, no water, just endless, crushing loneliness. Now this is where our story really begins. One day she spots something in the distance, a beautiful white pigeon flying overhead. With whatever strength she has left, she calls out to him, "Brother, please, please stop." The pigeon hears her weak voice and lands nearby. When he sees her condition, his heart just breaks. "Sister, what happened to you? Why do you look so broken?" She looks up at him with these tired, hopeful eyes and asks, "Where are you going, brother?" "I'm going to heaven," he replies. Suddenly, a tiny spark of hope flickers in her eyes. She folds her wings together like she's praying and says, "Brother, when you get to heaven, could you please ask God about me? When will all this pain finally end? When will my life get better?" The pigeon's heart aches for her. "I promise you, sister, I'll ask about you." So the pigeon flies to heaven, and at the gates, he meets this angel. He tells the angel all about the suffering bird and asks about her future. The angel's face grows serious. God has written 10 more years of sorrow for her. She won't find happiness until then. 10 years, can you imagine? The pigeon is heartbroken. He says to the angel, "If I tell her this, she'll lose all hope. She'll just give up completely. Isn't there any way at all to help her?" The angel pauses for a long moment, thinking. Then he says something incredible. "There is one way," the angel says. "Tell her to keep saying these words in every situation, good or bad. Thank you, God, for everything. This is her real test. This is how she can change everything." So the pigeon flies back down with this message. When he tells the bird what the angel said, she doesn't really understand it at first, but something inside her decides to trust this advice completely. She makes herself a promise right there in that hot sand. "No matter what happens to me, I will always say these words." And so she starts. When the burning sand hurts her feet, she whispers, "Thank you, God, for everything." When she's dying of thirst and there's no water anywhere, she says it again. "Thank you, God, for everything." When more feathers fall out from her sickness, even then she says, "Thank you, God, for everything." Day after day, she keeps saying these words, even when it makes no sense, even when she's in terrible pain. And then something magical starts happening. Her old, weak feathers start falling out. But this time, strong, beautiful new ones grow in their place. She starts feeling stronger. Then one day, while she's walking through that same desert, dark clouds suddenly gather in the sky. The wind picks up, and then heavy rain starts pouring down. In the middle of the desert, can you believe it? All around her, green plants start sprouting from the sand. A small, crystal-clear pond appears right next to her. She drinks the fresh water, eats the new plants, and for the first time in so long, she feels truly alive. She spreads her new wings and realizes she can fly again. She's not just surviving anymore, she's actually happy. 10 days later, the same pigeon happens to fly by again. He cannot believe his eyes. The bird who was dying is now flying around, laughing and singing. The dead desert has become this beautiful oasis. He's completely shocked. How is this even possible? He thinks to himself. The angel said she'd suffer for 10 years. So he rushes back to heaven and finds that same angel. "What happened?" he asks. "You told me she'd suffer for 10 more years, but her whole life changed in just 10 days. The angel smiles this knowing smile and says something that gave me chills. "Yes," the angel says, "her fate was written with 10 years of sorrow, but she changed it herself." You see, when someone truly honestly says, "Thank you, God, for everything in every situation, the good and the bad," they burn through their past karma. Her test is over. Her gratitude turned 10 years of suffering into just 10 days. Now let me ask you something. How many of us do the complete opposite? The moment something small goes wrong, we start complaining. We ask, why me? Why is this happening to me? But we forget that gratitude has this incredible power to literally change our lives. When we truly say, thank you, God, for everything, whether we're facing something beautiful or something painful, we start changing our destiny. Complaining makes life feel heavier and harder. Gratitude makes life lighter and more beautiful. I want you to try something with me. Starting today, make yourself this promise. Whatever situation life puts me in, I will thank God with all my heart. Trust me, sometimes just this one small change can transform your entire life. If this story touched your heart the way it touched mine, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. You might just change their life. And right now, I want us all to say it together. Type it in the comments, say it out loud, feel it in your heart. Thank you, God, for everything. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories that can change your life. And remember, your transformation might just be 3 words away.